Hey everyone, so today on Solar Ash 87 I'm going to do my yearly products, my yearly favorites, the products that I loved for the entire year of 2013. Not the ones that I liked for 1 month and the next month I hated, the items that I continue to love and that I still love now. I had a box of stuff, guys. Like, I have a box of products that I stand by and products that I've used for this year and I will continue to use next year because I think that they're awesome. There's a ton of items that didn't make it into this box because I just didn't like it as much, or I liked it 1 month and I didn't, and then I liked it again. So yeah, here's me rambling. If you wonder about the lipstick that I have on my lips right now, it is a Wet n Wild color. I didn't put it in this box, but it is Cinnamon Spice. It's one of the matte ones and it looks like this. It's a little messy, you know. I barely did my makeup today, but I left out the house. There's like no order to this. I feel like everything in this box is like, it's like scattered every freaking where. So I'm gonna try to do this in order of how I would do my face. Not yours, my face, so it might be a little different. So first, primers. Okay. This year I have used quite a few different primers, and there's two that really stood out to me the most, two that I absolutely love the whole entire year. They're both all gone. I don't own any more of that product. I need to replace both of them. One is a higher end and one is a lower end. The first one I don't even have the bottle anymore because I threw it away. It was the Tarte Clean Slate Poreless primer. I love that. It felt really silicone-like. When I put it on my face, it instantly erased my lines, which was amazing. I could honestly put that on and put a little powder on and I was good to go. Or I even like days that it was like a natural day where I didn't do anything with concealer on, I would put that primer around my nose area, like around here, because I do have a smile line on this side of my face, not this one, which is really weird. I don't know, I guess my smile is more pronounced on this side. But I would put that on just to mask that, and you can tell I'm getting older this year because I have been starting to get visible pores, which I've never ever had visible pores. It just never, ever. And we say I turned 26 and now I have visible pores. In this area, they're really small. But with that particular primer, I could put that on without makeup and it would mask them quite well because it's poreless. You know, it was a poreless primer. That one, I need to get that one again. The other one, which is by NYX. Where is it in this massive pile of shit? Excuse my language. It's by NYX. So this one is called the Pore Filler. Of course, it's another pore one, and this one has been posed to it says magical agent that minimizes the look of pores to create a smooth porcelain doll-like finish to your face. Use as a base, wear it alone or over makeup. I never wore it over my makeup. I have wore it as a base, as a primer, as you will. And I have, oh my god, there's still product in here. I can feel it. I'm using it tomorrow. Yay! I know, I'm crazy. But I have used this alone like the other one. I do like the Tarte better, but I feel like this is a great alternative to the Tarte one. I love this. It's about $8.99. It's a great price. And like I said with the Tarte one, I would wear it without makeup as well as with makeup. It does help my makeup stay on. It helps it not get extremely shiny. I don't know. I love it a lot. So that one is that. Do I have like enough to squeeze out and show you how it looks? Oh, I cannot believe there was still product and I had it under my empties. So that's how it looks, and I don't know, it just, the way it feels so silky. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So next, did the primers. Okay, next thing would be concealer. Okay, so I have a few concealers, not a lot. I typically use the same concealers all the time. One concealer that I love the most this year was by MAC. It was the MAC Select Moisture Cover concealer. This is the wrong color for me, but the one that I use is NC42. That one's all gone. Out of all of the concealers from MAC, being the little creamy one and the compact, that one was very hard to set because it was creamy and left creases. The prolonged wear to me makes my under eye area really dry looking and it makes me look older. because it makes it look so, I swear it sucks all the moisture out from underneath my eyes and looks really, really dry. And I have like a baggy area, and I feel like if we have bags like that, found that concealer, in my opinion, sucks balls. Like, it's so dry, and I would feel like it just made me look so freaking old. This one, the name speaks for itself, is moisturizing. This is the only concealer that I found to be this freaking moisturizing. It is so moisturizing. The NC42 matches my skin amazing. I just love this. It's great for spot concealing. It gives you the great amount of colors. You can build it up. It's absolutely amazing. I have to get another one. When I ran out of that though, the other thing that I used as far as concealer wasn't a silly concealer. It was a foundation, and I've been using this foundation for the last 4 or 5 months of this year as a concealer because I ran out of that one, and I'm gonna be real, I've been paying bills, and yeah, I've still been shopping, I won't even lie to you. But because this foundation works as well, I just haven't replaced that one, which I will try to replace that one in the next month. But the foundation I've been using is the Studio Fix Fluid. Because this is a concealer. It's my perfect shade. It's NC42. I just apply a little bit underneath my eyes, let it sit for about 30 seconds, buff it out. And it's great because, first of all, this is a full coverage foundation. I don't use this foundation as often because it is a tad bit heavy. But on days when I want, like, you know, a more full face, then I will use it. But I absolutely love it for a concealer because I found that with concealers I need a more heavier coverage than foundation. My skin, I don't really have a lot of problematic issues with my skin. I don't have acne scars. I mean, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I think for my age, my skin isn't that bad. The thing that I have the most problem with my skin is my under eye area, and that's it. If it was my under eye area, I probably wouldn't even wear foundation at all. But yeah, so I typically need a more full coverage concealer than a foundation. I can use like a light to medium one, but this is full coverage foundation. I use it sometimes as a foundation, but for the most part I use it as a concealer. I love it. I also love it to shape my brows. It's awesome for shaping my brows, and it's also, you know, it's I don't know, it's great for shaping my brows. I didn't do my brows today. As I said, I put on the most minimum makeup. What the hell am I doing with my hand? It's like all over the face. It's like possessed or something. But yeah, I like that for the concealer. So next we'll get into, I guess, is foundations. Oh, I love drugstore, and I also love MAC. But when it comes to foundations, I am more prone to using MAC products for foundations because with drugstore it's so hard to find my shade because I have a lot of yellow in my undertones, and most drugstore foundations lean kind of pink, and that just doesn't match. It's weird though because in the summer, for some reason I have more of a red undertone. I don't know. It's like when I tan, I get like a red tint to me, more so than yellow. So we'll start with the drugstore foundation that I love this year. I love this for the entire summer. I actually still love it if it was my shade. If I could find my shade in the drugstore, for my, you know, like my current shade, I would totally wear it because it's a great alternative to higher end. And this is the new one. It just came out this year. It's CoverGirl Outlast, a fabulous 3-in-1 foundation. It's supposed to be a primer, a concealer, and a foundation in one. True. I like it as all. I didn't always put a primer on in the summer. Sometimes I would just put this on and I would set it with a powder. Sometimes I was lazy and didn't put a concealer on. So yeah, I stand by what it says, 3-in-1. It's perfect. Sometimes I did use a concealer though, I'm not gonna lie, because I tend to like to cover my under eye area as much as possible. This is a great foundation for the summer. I have an issue in the summer with sweating foundations off. I also really love my MAC foundations, and in the summer I didn't want to buy a new shade because I have like 3 different foundations from MAC that I totally love, but I wasn't going to buy each one of those. I like them all for different reasons. I wasn't going to buy them in different colors. This was way cheaper. It was under $10. I love this for the summer. It it lasts throughout the sweat and the mugginess of Michigan weather, how it gets in the summer. It was perfect. Okay, well, we're just going to say that. It was amazing. I loved it. Great coverage, great finish, matte finish. I typically love matte, especially in the summer, because I tend to sweat and I like to look like I'm sweaty. And because I feel that dewy foundations in the summer are horrible on me because I just look like a sweaty mess. Like I'm sweating balls or whatever. So, why am I so inappropriate? I don't know. But yeah. Love this. If you stay in a hotter climate, I would definitely recommend this if you can find it in your shade. I wish they had a lot more, you know, yellow undertones. So this definitely doesn't match me now. But it was a great shade in the summer. Now, as far as like now in the beginning of the year last year, there are two foundations that I love. They're both from MAC, of course. The first is the MAC Pro Longwear foundation. It's a great matte finish. It lasts all day. I mean, it's Pro Longwear. It gives an amazing matte finish, and I want to stress the fact that it's matte. It's matte, it's matte, it's matte, it's matte, it's matte as matte can be without being dry. It's great. It's more like a medium to full coverage foundation. It's not light coverage by no means. I haven't mastered it. In my opinion, looking back on like last year, I put on too much. But now, like one pump's good for me. I just evenly dot it throughout my face and then I buff it out. I usually like to use the MAC, 139 brush. It's the stipple brush, like the short stipple brush. I typically have to use that to like kind of like airbrush it out. And then let's go over it with like a buffing brush to make sure it's flawless. But I love this. I don't necessarily feel like I don't need a concealer with this. I still need a concealer with this, but I love this. The next one is the MAC Mineralized foundation. This one just came out this year, and this one is very dewy. Very dewy. But I like it. I have it on now. I mean, it gives you such a great fresh face, if that makes any sense. It is lightweight to medium. I simply put it on very lightly. Like I put the minimal amount on. This is like on my don't want to look like I'm wearing my no makeup days where I want to look like I'm not wearing makeup, but I am. I use this because it gives you a nice dewy finish, because naturally your natural skin is dewy over being matte. I've never met anybody with a naturally matte face, but dewy, yeah. Gives you a nice dewy finish, kind of glowy. I don't know, I just love it. You do have to set your face, and I do set this with a powder. And I actually get into that powder a little later on in the video. But it's great. I still have to conceal with this. You can see through it in the sense that you can see like your freckles, you know, any moles you might have on your face. I don't know. It makes it look more natural in my opinion. If you have really problematic skin, and I would suggest either not using it or spot concealing the hell out of your face, like really concealing. I just conceal my eyes and around my nose because it's red. But yeah, love that. Next item, which I used as a powder to set my foundation, as well as just a straight up foundation. Whew. I'm talking too fast, I need water. Okay, obviously I love this product. And this is the Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. I've talked about this in a million of my videos. But if I show you how the pan looks, you're going to know I love this product. I finally emptied the rest of it out. And this is how it looks. Like, it's nothing but all pan. And this is how cheap I am. I don't want to waste any product. I definitely have to get one on Friday when I get paid because I love this. But when it got to the end, I legit was like taking the end of my eyeshadow brush and like digging in it, trying to break all the product up and use it as a loose powder to set my face. Now, I love to use this foundation to set, not my Mineralized foundation because this one's Mineralized powder, to set my Pro Longwear foundation or any other foundation besides the Mineralized MAC powder, foundation that is liquid. This one I use a medium dark, and I'm telling you, like, there was times that I didn't want to do like foundation in the summer and I would use this. If you conceal what you need to conceal, and then you put this on your face, you don't need a lot, just take a brush and swirl it in there and just buff it into your face. And then what you take is Max Fix Plus and you spray it like evenly throughout your face and you let it set. Later on, you're gonna look in the mirror and be like, dang, like my skin looks flawless. I remember one time I was at work and I like stopped at the mirror and I looked at the one of the girls work there and I was like, Oh my gosh, I understand conceited, but my skin looks so good. Like, my skin looks the best with this powder. Like, forget my foundations that I love. This powder, because it looks like you have the most perfect skin in the world. It's amazing. It has like, it's a powder, but it doesn't look dry. It's mineralized powder, and it looks like you can see like flecks of shimmer. It's amazing. You can overdo it. I do it really lightly, and when you set it, it's amazing. It also looks great over the MAC Pro Longwear foundation, so it doesn't look as matte. Love this. So many compliments on my skin when I wear that. Woo. Another powder that I like, not as much as that one, because there's something about matte foundations that just get me. They just understand my skin. But another one that's a really cheap alternative is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Translucent Powder. I like this. It smells really clean and fresh. I like this to set my foundations. I really like it to set the mineralized foundation. It works perfect with that because it mattifies it. But even though it's a mattifying powder, it still doesn't look as dry. There's something in this powder that's like, I don't know. It's like, it kind of reminds you of the MAC MSF a little bit because it has a little shimmer in it. I don't know. I love it. It's amazing. Woo. Okay, so the next I'm gonna do highlighters and bronzers and what I said you set my face and everything else I'll do in the second video. So to set my face, hands down, this is my second bottle of the year. This is Max Fit Plus. I love it to set everything. It's just like, it's just amazing. I just can't. You can't pull this out your bag without spraying your face. If the MAC store has these out, which mine doesn't, you're gonna spray your face just naturally. You're gonna pick it up. I love this. It's great for your eyes to wet your brush before putting eyeshadows on that you want to be more intense. It's great for setting your face. It's not necessarily a setting powder. It's supposed to like lift your face, like fix it like throughout the day. Your face starting to look dry. You spray it, it's supposed to lift your makeup and throw it back on, and then you look refreshed again. I like it to set my face. I like it to prep my face after I moisturize, put my primer on, before I put my concealer or foundation on. I spray the crap out of my face with this, and it helps. I don't know, it just helps it helps the foundation lay more beautifully. So I stand by that product. You're going to notice a lot of MAC products, and you're going to notice a lot of them because I typically got into MAC this year, okay? Hey, sue me. Okay, so then next thing I'm going to do is highlighters. Okay, I used 2 liquid highlighters this year, well, that weren't like, you know, compact, that wasn't powder. And these are 2 that I really love in the summer. This is the Maybelline Dream Sun Bronzing Face Powder. I don't know. I guess as I use bronzers to highlight more so than, you know, I use bronzers so more to contour than highlight. This isn't good for that, so I use it as a nice bronze highlight. And I loved it in the summer. Just put it up here, done bridge my nose. It was amazing. When I didn't use this one, I used the NYX Liquid Illuminator Born to Glow in the color Gleam. Got this when they had their 40% off sale, which was crazy. And it honestly has like a rose gold tint to it, which was something that I really loved in the summer. And that's it right now, right there. I mean, it's beautiful. So I love both of these. And okay, now we're going to do powders. Okay, so one drugstore powder that I love to, you know, sort of highlight with was the MAC, no, not MAC, Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the color Reserve Your Cabana. This is not a bronzer by any means for anybody. I don't care how fair you is. You can't use this as a bronzer. You can't do it. It's too light. It's a highlighter, okay? And it's beautiful, inexpensive highlighter for the drugstore. You see? So I've used that like the beginning of last year, and then I started gravitating more towards MAC highlighters or, you know, things like that. But I like definitely really love this one, and it's really this highlighter, which is by MAC. And it's a MAC Middle Light Skin Finish in the color Soft and Gentle. I don't know what I've been sleeping on this, but that's how it looks. It was definitely, this was something that I swatched forever but never bought. And then I bought it like maybe 5 months ago, and then I've been using it nonstop ever since, and it's beautiful. Like right there, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful pearl color. It's just great. I see this working for so many people, from the fair skin to my skin tone was MC42, maybe, you know, darker than me. It's beautiful. Like I don't know. You just eat it. It's so great. It's beautiful. Like I absolutely like love it. Like it's amazing. Down the bridge of your nose. Like I use it with the Fran Push typically, but I'm being like, no. I really love it. I think it's something about this that's just, it makes you look instantly dewy. Love that. So that's it for this video. The next video I'll use the bronzers, my eye products, and my lip products because this video is too long. So if you enjoyed this video, you can go watch the other one, or yeah, you should watch the other one because I get into lipsticks, and when I tell you I love me some lipsticks. But I'll see you in the next video. See you in about a couple seconds. Bye!